2021, pandemic, everything that's been going on, the political atmosphere of all of the other politicians and all the chatter about what are we going to do about homelessness. The proverbial government red tape, bureaucracy, tracking, issuing, assigning, and follow-up. There's none of that in place, nothing but a lot of talk.
We get tickets out here for illegal camping, right? And there's certain few out there that dirty it up for everybody else. So. And, well, I might not have a house, but a veteran's home is a C from Chinese Sea, you know? But I wish it would just be a little better.
This organization started out as a one-man show and has grown to have 20 full-time employees, many of which were recovering alcoholics and drug addicts that now pay taxes. They live amongst us, and they're thankful for what they have and what they got, and that's why I need your help.
You know, I spent a lot of time out there struggling with this addiction. That's 50 years I struggled, from the time I was 11 years old until I was 55 years old. And I got clean. You know, the Lord blessed me with a new daughter in my life. So all this means a lot to me.
You got to pay forward, I think, and that's my personal opinion. Obviously, we all feel the same way. But, you know, we have to recognize really the toll that the longest war in history has taken on the families, on the military members, on society in general.
Works for America's Homeless Veterans as well.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Advocate.
And what we're going to do here, if you don't mind filling out some information,
Sure.
we're going to try to get you housing. So, yeah, do you have a pen?
No, I don't.
Oh, no, this guy right there.
Okay.
So go ahead and fill that out.
In today's atmosphere, right outside my office, I don't have to go very far. I have a young lady that's been living on my doorstep now for 9 months plus. No matter what I say, or any of my staff, we're unable to convince her that she needs treatment and she needs counseling, she needs guidance. So what do you need to go to Reading for?
Oh, that's
Ever been there?
Yeah.
A church? Mm-hmm. You know what? They got a highway, it starts right there and it goes all the way to Reading, and I'd be happy to put you in my car and take you there. Something in her brain told her that she needed to be right next to my door and that it was safe. And it is safe. But even with the best of my staff and what we have to offer, we're still not able to get her off of the street. It's a personal choice, we understand that. What do you think about getting a hairdo?
Well, the witches cut my hair in my sleep, so I'm not supposed to cut it.
I don't know about that. You know, look at my hair, see how nice it is.
Oh, yeah.
The gal who cuts my hair would give you a hairdo in a heartbeat. She wouldn't cut it, she would clean it and brush it. Well, you could cut it, that's the lazy way to do it. I bet it's really nice hair when you brush it out and wash it.
Yeah.
Doesn't that hurt?
I just leave it.
But it hurts, right?
Well,
I would imagine
just
it's
annoying.
I'm only guessing.
I can't scratch my scalp because it's...
We leave blankets and we leave clothes, shoes, socks.
I saw you walking last night with no shoes on, and it made me feel really bad. Can I give you the tennis shoes, please? Please? You don't want shoes? You're getting gray hair like me. You want to twist it like mine? Because you already got dreads. She's nice, but she doesn't ever want anything. We always try to give her stuff, but she's as sweet as you could be.
We can't do all this ourselves, so we do need help getting these people off the street and making those first few steps for our veterans and just anyone who's homeless and in need.
This is more of a home setting, which was cool for me because when I came here I thought I was going to be going to an institution style fitting. And it wasn't. It was this house, and the staff that was here was really super cool.
She's part of saving my life right here. She's my very good person. Got up to Bangor, California, a VA program. 65 days clean and going back to work at Mather Air Force Base. And God is good. No resentments, no reservations. Peace out. Rangers lead the way. Thank you, Dick.
It's a problem that is in every community, and we're looking for help so that we can make a difference in your community. And it doesn't matter where you are, where you live. You can live in Florida, you can live in Ohio, Texas. It doesn't matter where you live. You have the same problems that we have right here in California.
Moved around a lot, and when I got here, I decided I'm going to stay a while. I'm going to make sure that I'm stable in my clean and sober before I decide to go moving on somewhere else.
We are the national advocates for the advancement of homeless veterans, and with your financial help, we will be able to come to your town, and you will see more improvement than what you already have, and I can guarantee you that.
I did 8 years in the Army with a deployment to Afghanistan in 2011. Kind of doing a hard reset on life, rebuild my foundation, you know, get back into being a family man and doing the right thing.
I'm going to go with like 1968 through 72. These are Vietnam era. These guys were flying. I know the story about who owns this helmet. He's actually 88 today, and he wore these, him and his brother, twin brothers, were in the Navy, and that was in like 1970. They went in 64. One of them came out in 68 and the other one came out in 72. So right in between 68 and 72.
You want to put it in something?
Yeah. How about on this? This is one of a kind. You can't find this anywhere in the world. This is like a treasure for me.
And this is one of our houses.
Just tell them I was a grown-up version of you.
This is where they start. This is where they can detox and get off the physical part of it. And then we run a treatment center and down the street about 5 blocks away, 30, 60, 90-day residential. And then they move into one of our houses.
That is, it's so wonderful that you're doing this. So I'm gonna do a donation beside that helmet, if you don't mind.
No, absolutely. People can do whatever, you know, it is that they feel in their hearts to do. I mean,
It's my day off today at work, so I said, you know what, I was watching Good Day Sacramento.
Oh, and you saw it?
And I saw that. I'm like, you know what, a facilities like this, it needs to be put out on the news more often.
More often.
People see this.
And what's really special is you look around all of this stuff here, this was all donated, and it helps out your organization, your nonprofit, and you guys work with homeless veterans. You do a lot of different things. Talk about that.
Well, we actually started about 12 years ago. We started with our own money, and we went out into the homeless encampments. The only time that we get to be on TV is on Memorial Day or Veterans Day or something like that. The rest of the time, I hate to say this, but the TV cameras don't want us. And we're not going to stop. We're on our way up, and there is no limit to what we can do. The only thing that holds us back and is a limit is money. We all know that without money, it's hard to do things, and so that's why we're out here today. They came here because their viewers will be happy to watch this show. Fortunately, it's Veterans Day and the reason behind it, but yeah,
It doesn't have to be only Veterans Day, and you know.
It should be every day.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It should be every day. We all drive past the same problem on every corner.
And it's sad to see veterans in this condition.
It is.
Not helping them.
If you find one, just so that you know, if you find a veteran that's on the street that needs housing, you tell him to call me, and I will have him off the street that day with a roof over his head.
I see that transaction
helping a homeless veteran. That's how I measure how much that helmet is worth. And immediately he reached right into his pocket and said, "Do you take credit cards?"
I give you these too. Feel free to pass them out. It's a little bit, you know, more about us on the back of the services that we have.
Walked right on over to the credit card machine, and without a bat of an eye, he gave us $1,000. $1,000.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to my son-in-law. I was thinking to keep it for myself, but he's in the Navy, so.
$500 is what it costs to house a veteran. So just that, in that one moment, I know that I can take care of 2 veterans for 1 month, or I can take care of 1 veteran for 2 months. So that's how I saw that transaction shake out at the end of the day, that I'll be able to house somebody. And that really, really was the purpose of today's yard sale.
Even the boss has a workaround here. We're gonna go and take you guys on a river tour. Not the Disneyland kind, a real view from the water of the homeless camps. We all know that it takes water to survive. So it's not hard to find them near the water, and it's not hard to find them at all. Get ready, we're gonna pack up and we're gonna head out to the river, and we're gonna take a look and see if we can find any veterans that we need to bring back with us. That's a great story, then that you were able to document it yourself and experience it. Now that's something that happens every day. In my world, something like that happens every day. And when I tell the story, every day when I come home, it's disbelief. And I can't believe that that happened today. And now you, yourself, you know what it's all about. You experienced it. I don't care how long you live, you will never forget that day. Never.
It's a 700-mile-an-hour jet car, 50,000 horsepower, engine out of an F4 Phantom. I've been racing 40 years for world records and run all over the world. Right here you got it, American Homeless Veterans. We're bringing millions of people across the border, giving them everything, and our own people that go out and take bullets, lose their legs and everything, and they get nothing. Something's wrong with this policy. We need to fix it.
But having to get jumped every day at the beginning of the day, and it's been going out for about a week. We've been very wise about how we've been using the battery at all. It's been a pain in the butt.
You can't plug it in your phones or anything like that.
Yeah, if you plug in your phone, because we don't have electricity either, because we are homeless, and how else are we going to charge our phones other than the car? And we can't drive around enough because we don't have gas money. We're out of gas right now as it is. My wife, Ashley.
Ashley?
Darren.
Darren, it's a pleasure. How you doing today?
Good.
Right
Really
on.
excited about this, actually. Talked to these guys last night, I was all tears.
I noticed, like, within a block, they've got a little sign up there saying that they're doing showers and food and stuff at the church. And then, did you see at the Arby's right there? They got a sign up. It looks like they're going to tear it down. It says they're looking for a crew. They're looking for workers right there. Did you see that yet?
Demolition's my kind of thing.
There you go. Go tear something up. Huh?
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, it says crew wanted. And this place is empty, so.
Well, you know what? I have a perfect thing for the vacant building. Right here.
What does it say?
Front towards the enemy. It's a Claymore mine. Just put that on the building. I'll tear it down. Promise.
That's
what you see on the front of the vehicles.
Oh man.
You got it to start. It just doesn't hold a charge. Or
Yeah, we can't charge our phones in the car anymore. We can't. You know, this is our lifeline, and we don't have enough money to pay for gas to even be able to keep the car running to charge our phones. We can't charge our phones with the car off because it'll kill it.
You have a dead short somewhere?
No, it's literally the battery going out. I had it tested already. It is old. It's just been awesome to be able to have places to go to get a full charge, just so we could have peace of mind every once in a while, just for our family's sake, so we can get a hold of them.
I had a gentleman come to me the other day. He's a security guard for the hotel we stay at nearby. And he came in and said that if I got my guard card, which I think is like 50 to 60 bucks.
Can you get one?
Yeah. If you just go to a little class thing, take a couple days a week or something real quick, and you get your guard card. He said he could hire me.
Call. Chris has got the information. The guy has a guard company and said he would hire any veteran right now, and he would even pay for the guard card.
Oh wow. Be that big?
That's good.
Right. And you get a card?
No, I can't anymore, but I used to have mine.
You guys know specifically what type you want, what brand?
I'm not the boss here.
Yeah, just a 111 is fine. Our new partner.
Although I have
Maybe.
proof of. God bless. It's good to show you the little things that count. Put this somewhere where you're not going to forget, because you know me.
The little things that change the day, like a hot shower and a fresh battery.
It's very true.
It's hard to do things on bikes. You know, when you have a job or anything, you bike to work when it's raining and you show to work all wet. It's not exactly the best situation. So having a car is stepping stone to get to the next spot.
Are you homeless because you want to be homeless? Did you choose to do this?
My home burned down in 2015.
So see, bad things happen to good people all the time.
I'm so confident this thing's going to work. I'm going to go and shut the hood first.
Right on. Yeah, confident. Confidence.
Actually, you know what?
All right. Go out there and get them, huh? So I'm going to talk to you guys some more in the next few days. Maybe we can come up with some plans. We can get you that name and the number for the guy who's looking to hire a guard. He even said that he would pay for the guard card. The purpose of this nonprofit is to provide any assistance possible for homeless veterans.
I got through one of the attached units known as 3rd Battalion 5th Marines, who's very, very well known and very effective. Let me be the lead vehicle's driver for a convoy for the commanding officer. So a colonel was actually sitting about 3 trucks behind me. So it was a matter of making yourself a larger target. It was just a matter of waiting when I was going to get hit by something. It could be from hand-to-hand to IEDs or RPGs, God knows what. But it was an IED, a very large one, hit me in the head while I was driving. Lifted my truck 30-something feet in the air from what I've been told. I'm not going to necessarily remember that when it destroys. As you can see here, the left side of my skull was destroyed. My name's Jeff Landay. I've been through, I was in the Marine Corps for a little more than 4 years. I was wounded in combat in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006. After my injuries and the severities they are, ended up getting a degree in sociology and social behavior. I was also studying public speaking at that, to help myself to learn how to motivate others, not necessarily vets, but mainly vets. I wish to help other vets who can hear or talk about or even laugh at some of the severities and some of the injury I've been through in comparison to where they can, seeing that you can get through more than what you've been by any in command, being it, parent, friend, doctor, old CO, something like that. As soon as they tell you that you can't do something, the only person that's truly in, control of all of it is internal. If you believe that yourself, you can get through it personally. And so I'm hoping to try to teach or share the ways that I did.
Started out with an interest in homelessness and ended up as a consultant to the current mayor of Sacramento. We've become one of the greatest referral sources for homeless veterans.
How does America's Homeless Veterans reach out to their community?
We got to go identify who they are, what the needs are, and then get them the resources as fast as possible. Get them to where they're stable. We got to get them a little interim stage, and then permanent housing. But right now, it's just reach them out in the environment wherever they are. We have a little psych medicine kind of thing. We just want to walk with them, and then get comfortable, reach that comfortability with us.
So identifying who is the homeless, reaching their needs, and bringing the resources to them.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys. Love you all.
Yeah.
I just have never seen this many homeless people in Sacramento. And I've got a huge group of friends that's just like this. And it's crazy because, you have one day where someone's your best friend and then the next day where they're robbing you and taking your stuff.
After Vietnam, and I'm before any of the Iraq War. I was 79 to 83 when I was young, so I know the benefits are not the same as the war veterans. So.
Well, no, that's not true. That's kind of like a big farce or a myth, for lack of a better term. You guys in that generation are the same as any other soldier or veteran that's come back. The unfortunate side of it in that era, because of the public perception, is a lot different than it is now. So the guys weren't warmly embraced when they came back, for lack of a better term. But there are benefits now. I know it's kind of rude, but could you just tell me why you're homeless? How that came about? That was a long time ago.
I worked it's kind of a long story in a sense, but it's a lot went wrong at the, I worked with the city for 23 and a half years. Right. Got with the wrong woman and had had a child, and then all of a sudden, I should have known better because she was cheating on her husband with me, and she cheated on me with somebody else. And then,
the old Dr. Phil will tell you if you do that, it's going to happen to you.
Right. I should have known better. She moved me out of the house up to the time, and she had my daughter. I was trying to raise my daughter. I stayed there for my daughter, even knowing what she was doing. I tried to raise my daughter.
I go home and I'm watching television and I see the good feeling moment of a child being surprised by his father when he comes home from the current deployment, and how everyone was happy. And it took me back to my childhood, but it took me back to that moment through my eyes, not through the eyes of everyone else. The smiling, the happy eyes. Let's start with, it took me right back to the sad eyes, because I didn't know if he was coming back. And when he did come back, we didn't know who he was, because he'd been gone for so long and he'd gone through so much, and we didn't know what PTSD was. So we lost a father and we gained a stranger, and he became our father again. But that's what got me involved in what I do today.
How far from here do you have to sleep?
Not very far, not very far.
No, okay, good.
A few blocks.
The cops starting to bother you guys yet?
Well,
That's kind of the reason that I came out here, because I'm more used to being like downtown.
Yeah.
So in my non-profit, trying to do good and the best that I could as my hobby, 5 years ago, I was walking in the street and I was looking for them and talking to them. And then I was putting them in my car and I was taking them to the VA hospital and I was taking them to Sacramento Steps Forward or the Homeless Assistance Response Team. I was taking them everywhere that I knew would benefit.
You play horseshoes?
Yeah. I rake all this by hand, this whole area. You know, I mean, I sweep everything up.
You know, just because you're homeless doesn't mean that you can't take pride in what's around you.
And we want to continue to play horses. We want nobody say the other has a bunch of bums.
Yeah, beer cans everywhere and all
There's no litter around. I don't stand for litter.
Go to ahvets.org, ahvets.org. Click the video tab. Watch some of the videos and you'll see what we give out, what we have a need for. One of our biggest needs, again, money to buy, as you'll see, Subway sandwiches, food. Those aren't the kind of things that you can just give me and I can give to them, but those are the kind of things that I can give to them if I have the wherewithal to be able to do it. That's our kind of our goal, is to see if we can figure out how to get you guys a place to live. That's not cardboard. All you have to do is have the willingness to change, and you don't want to be on the street anymore. And in some cases, it could be an overnight fix. And that's why I'm asking for your help and your support today.
America's homeless veterans, ahvets.org to give.